What if the real test of Canada's AI strategy isn't in government reports or tech labs, but in the quiet chaos of university classrooms? Imagine this: a professor staring at a student's essay, wondering if it was written by the student or generated by an AI. That's the tension shaping the future of education, and it's a problem no policy document can fully solve. Canada's national AI strategy talks about trust, literacy, and responsibility. But here's the kicker: the people who matter most, the faculty and students, aren't getting the tools they need to navigate this new reality. And that's where the rubber meets the road. Let me break this down. Here's what's wild. Universities are supposed to be the front lines of innovation, but when it comes to AI, they're stuck in limbo. On one hand, faculty want to embrace tools that can speed up feedback and personalize learning. On the other, they're drowning in ambiguity. How do you police AI use when the rules are as clear as mud? One professor I spoke to compared it to being a detective instead of a teacher. Suspicion replaces guidance, and everyone's just guessing. This isn't just about cheating, it's about redefining what trust means in a classroom where AI can mimic human thought. What does that do to the relationship between student and educator? It's not just a policy problem, it's a human one. And let's talk about the elephant in the room: equity. Canada's AI strategy mentions Indigenous communities and reconciliation, but how does that translate when AI tools are biased or inaccessible? If a student from a marginalized background can't afford the latest AI software, does that mean they're already at a disadvantage? Or worse, does it mean they're being unfairly scrutinized for using free tools? This isn't just about fairness, it's about survival in a system that's already stacked against them. The CARE framework, with its focus on critical literacy and ethical orientation, is a start, but it's not enough. We need policies that don't just sound inclusive, they have to be built on the ground, in classrooms where the real work happens. Here's the thing: the people who'll shape the next generation's relationship with AI aren't just professors, they're future teachers. If teacher education programs don't teach educators how to evaluate AI tools, assess student work, or even ask the right questions, then we're setting up a whole system to fail. Imagine a teacher who's never been trained to spot AI-generated content, let alone use it responsibly. That's not just a gap in training, it's a generational blind spot. And yet, the pressure is on. Universities are expected to lead, but they're also being asked to solve problems they didn't create. It's like telling a chef to cook a 5-star meal with a broken oven and no recipe book. So, what's the answer? It can't be more rules. It has to be more trust. Faculty need support, not surveillance. Students need clarity, not confusion. And institutions need to stop treating AI as a technical issue and start seeing it as a human one. The CARE framework is a blueprint, but it's only as good as the people who implement it. If we don't address the hidden labor, the suspicion, the fatigue, the constant policing, then we're not just failing to teach AI literacy. We're failing to teach humanity. The next time you see a headline about AI in education, ask yourself, who's really being tested here? Because it might not be the students. It might be the system itself.